There we go. I don't know why there is pick. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to plug the camera in to use as my webcam. Anyway, thank you and welcome to day 16 of 5 minutes for 4 weeks playing I Remember You. When I say day, it's not exactly day. It's you can catch the whole story in the first 5 minutes of day 14, I believe. Basically, what's been going on is that I moved and I threw my schedule off, so I plan on doing it early today. And I'm checking it's day 14. Yeah. Yeah. So instead of doing it the normal time, which is 7:40, I'm doing it now. And tomorrow I plan on doing 2. And then by the end of tomorrow, I should be back on schedule. So tomorrow should be around this time. Thanks for joining, Domi. Appreciate it. Yeah, Domi, I'm just explaining what's going on. This is not my usual time. I usually do it 7:40 a.m. Eastern time. New York, if you're there area. So I plan on doing it, tomorrow that time. But I also plan on doing it around now, which is like almost midnight. So I plan on doing it again around in another around 24 hours or so. So it should be Eastern time, should be tonight, which is Wednesday night, and then Thursday night around 11:50, and then Friday morning 7:40 Eastern time, and then it should be back to 7:40 a.m. Eastern time Sunday through Friday. I don't do Saturdays. Anyway, when I was working, I listened to myself playing the piece. I realized it's not as smooth as I thought. So I really want to focus on getting the correct, playing it correctly. Just that the last parts of the measures, the forienda. So I want to work on that. So let's get the timer. Actually, get my headphones plugged in first, and then we can get the timer rolling. And then I want to start by drumming the beat, and then strumming the beat, and then playing it. Here we go. I'll put these on in the meantime to save time. All right. Great. Timers. Start. So 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and good. I'm gonna play it with correct speed. I forgot I have an ad first. Dun, 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 dun. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and okay. 1 E and 2 E and 3, 4 E. 1 E and 2 E. Tricky. Okay, let's try it. So much stronger, actually. That's no, whatever. Okay, let's try it. Here we go. Actually, I want to practice that. I want to practice those colors. So practice those parts. play measures 4 and 1. Yeah, I'm having trouble with just those, which means I can't play 2 and 3 yet if I can't do 1 and 4. I'm saying 1 through 4 if I can't do 1, 2, and 4 alone. What is the top of the computer? It's blocking the screen. The top. Yeah, it's a lot faster than I thought, this part. Maybe the action's too high. What I noticed, this is interesting, because like I played the piece slowly, and it would be fine. I'd start playing it along with the I'm saying in the past weeks, the past sessions, I played along with the recording, and it would just start. The timing would get off. I think the problem is basically I'm doing a hammer-on pull-off, which basically, for instance, means that you're able to play, right? You're only strumming once there. That's called a hammer-on. So while it's vibrating, you just press with another finger. And then a pull-off is to get to the lower string. You just basically pull down with that finger, right? So for instance, actually there's a song by Tesla Love Song which does that a bunch. It's over here. Something like that. Right, so I only just strung 3 times, even though you heard 9 notes. Anyway, when I'm playing it in this piece, I was having difficulty. I guess I'm not used to it, especially it's the ring finger. I think it's the ring finger, which is, even with piano, it's like the weakest finger. Hence that whole thing, like put your hands like this, lift your ring fingers apart. You can do it with every other finger, but not your ring finger. So I just got to build up. I have a finger. I just moved it. I don't know where it is. Yeah. Unless it's, I think I do know where it is. I might pull out my finger exerciser, work on my, make a note. I want to work on getting ring finger dexterity and strength to make those hammer-ons and pull-ups easier, because that's what's been slowing me down. So I was just playing measures 1 and 4 rather than, and then just waiting for the 2 and 3 in the middle. So 1 for end up 1 for end, just that part. And I'm having difficulty with just playing the pull-off at the correct speed. And it was hit and miss. I know some of the times I played correctly, some of the times I didn't, which makes sense because that's how the song sounded. Sometimes if I played the whole thing 1 through 4, it would sound okay. Sometimes it wouldn't. The problem is when it would throw me off, it would throw the next measure off. So that's what I got to work on. This is why it's good. I haven't really been doing it too much. Listening to myself playing. I think the idea was that I wanted to keep it as 5 minutes as possible, not even listen to myself outside the 5. But that's I make up the rules. This is, it's my idea, FFF, whatever. So I'm saying, like, you don't have to be so strict with the rules. And just make the rules that, like, allowed to listen to, and it helps because it's only 5 minutes of playing, but it is to practice and it is to grow. And I just got a comment yesterday from Lynn's Crichton, UK, and musician and friend. She's someone who gave me this card. And she's just mentioned, like, you grew so much in the time since the time that you started, which was around 10 months ago. No, less, I think 8 months ago. I don't remember exactly when I started, but yeah, even in 5 minutes a day. So, like, I want to allow myself to listen to my progress, because that's the best way you grow. My dad pointed out also, like, he listened to a lecture of himself teaching, and then he noticed he wasn't finishing sentences. He jumped to a new idea. It's like, I probably do that also. But yeah, listening to yourself, and he was able to correct it. So it's the same thing with myself, and with anyone. Just listen to your progress. You need feedback, and, like, sure, the comments from the friends on the side, the comments after the video are great, but in terms of generating self-feedback, it's important to listen to the progress. So I plan on doing that with some regularity, just seeing which areas need growth. And that's a great thing about being able to record. Before we had recorders, not the instruments, the music recorders. Those are still the instruments. Before we had recording devices, you had no way of listening to yourself. Aside from in live time, which is difficult because you're trying to play and listen at the same time. But now that you're able to listen to yourself, you're able to see which areas need the most improvement. So that's what I plan on doing moving forward. Anyway, thank you for sitting through the long live stream in this spell. Once again, I don't plan on live streaming again later today in my time, but I should be live streaming around 11:45, 11:50, something like that. Eastern time. And then whatever. And then again a second time around 7:40. And then I should be back to my schedule more or less, unless I have something pop up. But anyway, thank you all so much for coming. Thank you, Domi, and anyone else who's watching. Anyone who is watching on repeat. And until next time and beyond, keep practicing.